We've all been there, driving down the road, cruising. Next thing you know, blood sugar crashes out of nowhere. My name is David. I'm a type 1 diabetic. These are my top 5 ways to increase your blood sugar. There we go. Number 1, simple chocolate milk. It seems kind of weird, seems kind of childish. One of my personal favorites. It does the job of raising your blood sugar, but it also is not super acidic like orange juice, so that it will give you the increase in blood sugar that you need without giving you the need for Tums like 2.5 hours later. Number 2, can't go wrong with a nice handy dandy Snickers, right? It's got the chocolate, it's got the caramel, but it also has the peanuts for a little bit of protein burst. Those first 2 you kind of got to do in regulation. You got to know, like, do I only drink half of the container, the full container, because they're not quite regulated for good increases. Either of those might actually spike your blood sugar a little bit too high, but they're really good, especially like if you're on the road and you got to swing into a party store real quick or something like that. Number 3, bananas. Bananas are always great. They're really good at raising your blood sugar relatively quickly, but they also have a glycemic index where they're not going to raise it super quick. And fruit's just always good to have in hand, and just be, eating more fruit's not going to be super bad for you. A couple of my top favorites. My number 2 is going to be That's It little fruit bars. These I really like, especially the mini ones, because they're about 12 to 15 grams of carbohydrates per container, but they're also just actually fruit. It kind of takes me back to the day of being the kid when you're eating like fruit snacks, but instead of being like processed fruit flavored fruit or like Gushers, you're actually consuming actual fruit. That's it. My top one is actually going to be the mini Clif bars. So I like the mini Clif bars, again, mostly because each pack's going to be somewhere in that like 15 to 16 gram of carbohydrates, but it also includes a hefty amount of protein to go along with it, so that you're not immediately spiking the blood sugar and then not having anything to keep you sustained as you're going along. It prevents the immediate drop-offs, which is really what a lot of the other stuff, everything that I talked about, all of them, from the chocolate milk to the Snickers to the banana to the That's It, might be the least like friendly so far as drop-offs. But definitely the Clif Bar Minis. Bonus one, throw in number 6 there just for fun, is actually Lifesavers candies, right? It's kind of helpful to have a blood sugar raiser that's gonna be called a lifesaver. Usually one pack's about 12 to 15 grams of carbohydrates. It may feel like a lot, but again, it's an actual lifesaver, and having some lifesavers on hand will be helpful. I'm David, I'm a type 1 diabetic. Hopefully you found these top 5 plus 1 helpful. What are your favorite blood sugar raisers? Let me know in the comments below. As always, be a buddy, not a bully.